Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years.
The vehicle on the ground, I'm going to use a 19mm socket and a breaker bar to loosen the lug nuts. With the lug nuts loosened, I'm now going to raise and support the vehicle. With the lug nuts loosened, I should be able to use just the socket and finish removing them, and I can take the wheel off. All right, last lug nut removed, I can take the wheel off. With our wheel off, we can get to the sway bar link. It's bolted to the bottom of the control arm here, and then the sway bar on the top. I'm going to use a wire brush and knock off some of the rust and dirt. Help this nut spin off of here. I'm also going to spray these with some rust penetrant. Use a 14mm box wrench. Break these free first. All right, so that's just turning, but I know it'll spin. Do the same to this one. So those are spinning because this is basically a little ball joint. So I need to take a 5mm Allen key and counterhold it. Both are going to be the same way. It's going to go in here like this. We'll use our wrench to loosen it and counterhold it with this. To get the 5mm Allen key into the top part of the sway bar link. Doesn't quite line up evenly, it's at an angle. We're going to use this floor jack to lift up on the suspension arm. It's going to level it out. Before I do that, I have to put the box wrench on here. Put this on the breaker bar. Reach this in. I can counterhold it and loosen it. So if it starts to get harder, you can stop. Spray some more rust penetrant. Try to take your wire brush, clean up some of the threads. Then we're going to turn the nut back on like we're tightening it. You don't have to tighten it all the way back down. Spray some more rust penetrant. Clean the threads up a little more with the wire brush. And just slowly but surely working the nut off of there. Now I have that sway bar link loose and the nut off. I'm going to take the tension off this, just lowering the jack. So it'll come right out. So both sides will be identical to this. So now I'm going to go after this lower one. I'm going to get the box wrench on here first. Get the Allen key in here so I can counterhold it. There it is. sway bar link. Here's our original sway bar link we took out of the vehicle. It's our brand new one from oneauto.com. So same style design. These are left and right when you go to install them. Comes with new locking nuts. This should fit in here and work great for us. We'll take our new one, let's slide it up in here. Let's capture the top nut. And you might have to push this up and in, just like that. These are 17 millimeter. Let's use a 17 millimeter box wrench, tighten them up. So once it starts to spin with the lock part, so it's turning the stud on the ball joint here, grab our 5 millimeter Allen key again to counter hold it, and tighten this up. Let's bring it down nice and snug. I'll do the same for the top. This one's actually tightening without turning the sway bar link on the stud, so let's get it nice and tightened down. Sway bar link is installed. Reinstall the wheel. Thread the lug nuts on by hand. I'm just going to snug them down. And when I put the car on the ground, I will torque them. I'm going to torque the lug nuts to 80 foot-pounds. I'm going to go in a cross pattern.
Thanks for watching. Visit us at oneauto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.